Hello guys, welcome to Tech, and today we will be reviewing another keyboard from Epomaker, the Epomaker SK71, a 71 keys hot swappable mechanical gaming keyboard. Before we start, I would like to thank Epomaker for providing this keyboard. You can check their website at epomaker.com and you can buy many kinds of keyboards with solid build quality and budget-friendly price tag. Back to our SK71, we have here the gray-white variant with Gateron Optical red switch. You can buy this on Epomaker's website for $89 or around 4,000 pesos here in the Philippines. Looking at the packaging of the SK71, it is much better than the SK61's packaging that's on a brown plain box. And opening the box, we can see the keyboard already wrapped in a clear plastic. We also have this nice custom braided Type-C USB cable, some extra keycaps, keycap puller, and a switch puller. As for the build quality of this keyboard, it has a white matte ABS plastic case. It's really sturdy and has minimal flex or bend. You can feel that it is a well-built keyboard and has a weight of 644 grams. Unfortunately, SK71 only has rubber pads at the bottom of the keyboard. The height or angle of this keyboard is enough and comfortable for long hours of typing or gaming, so even though it doesn't have any adjustable feet, I think that won't be a big problem for many users. And as the name suggests, it has a 71 keys layout, and this keyboard is also hot swappable. The design is also interesting because it has an arrow keys and numpad. Even though it has a numpad, the body of this keyboard is the same as a 60% layout, so the placement of the keys like shift, tab, caps, and enter are a bit small. For the switch, we have the Gateron Optical red switch, which is a linear switch and highly recommended switch for gamers. It is lightweight and really solid on high-speed key press. You can also pick the variant you want like Gateron Optical black, blue, and brown switches before buying this keyboard. SK71 is also a hot swappable keyboard, meaning you can replace the switch anytime with any optical switch you like, and they are also easy to remove. But take note that some optical switch keyboard only allows to be replaced with similar switches, meaning if you have a Gateron optical switch, you can only replace it with a Gateron switch as well. Since I have the same red optical switch as the SK61 that I reviewed last time, the SK71 is a bit smoother compared to SK61 and pretty much can be compared to a lube switch, which is pretty nice instead of doing it yourself. While optical switches aren't as popular as a true mechanical switch, optical switches have fewer moving parts and has a higher lifespan compared to a mechanical switch. They are also much lighter and faster than a mechanical switch. SK71 keycaps are PBT sublimation keycaps. They have high abrasive resistance and oil proof. The font on the keycaps is similar to SK61, which is not gamery, but I think there are much better font options they can use for the SK71. SK71 also has its own keycap profile called GSA keycap profile, which is pretty similar with DSA keycap profile. Epomaker's own GSA keycap profile is flat and smaller, so laptop users and people who love chiclet type keyboards may feel more comfortable using this keyboard. There are 3 color combinations you can choose from for your keycaps on this keyboard. You can either pick gray and white. However, since the keycaps are not translucent, you might have a hard time seeing the legends on the keycaps with the all black version. This keyboard also produces minimal rattle and all the keys are really stable compared to SK61. What's also interesting about this keyboard is there are only 2 keys that has stabilizers, which is the spacebar and the backspace. So before we proceed on the gaming and typing experience, here's a quick sound test and comparison between SK61, which is a red optical switch as well, and the SK71. Typing and gaming experience on this keyboard is quite hard. The placement of the keys are really compact and a bit small compared to a 60% keyboard. You will also experience a lot of mistypes and you will have a hard time getting used to this keyboard. Once you get used to its unique design and smaller keys, you can comfortably use this keyboard without any hassle. For gaming, I didn't experience any delays. It's super responsive and compared to SK61 with a similar red optical switch, the SK71 is much smoother, easier to press and has less rattle noise. But it will take you days to get used to it, especially if you're playing FPS games or games with a lot of macro keys. NKRO or NK rollover feature and anti-ghosting feature is also present. You can press as many keys as you like and all of them will be registered without missing out any keys. For the RGB lights, it has a total of 9 lighting modes and you can do that by pressing FN plus O and P. You can also adjust the brightness and lighting speed by pressing FN plus arrow keys. If you don't want any RGB, you can turn it off by pressing FN plus backspace. Unfortunately, since the keycaps and legends are translucent, it blocks out the RGB lights, making it hard to see, especially if you pick the all black variant. For the function keys, as usual on many compact keyboards, you can access them by pressing FN plus 1 to 0 and you can also use the other keys by combining FN plus shift and the desired key you want. As for the software of this keyboard, I am still confirming with Epomaker if they have a separate software for SK71. I tried looking at their website to see some infos, but I cannot see any software for SK71 even on other media outlets who review the SK71. I will include Epomaker's response on the article review on my website if SK71 has a software. All in all, I can't really say SK71 is a bad or highly recommended keyboard. SK71 is almost similar to a 60% layout keyboard with a numpad, however its unique design might be difficult for many people. If you're looking for a compact keyboard and you need a numpad, then SK71 might be a good option for you, but for some people, this kind of layout might not be a good option, especially for gamers. With that said, SK71 still offers a solid build quality, PBT die sublimated keycaps, hot swappable optical switches, pre-lube stabilizers, and a compact keyboard with numpad layout. And as for the downside of this keyboard, a lot of people may find this keyboard hard to use, keycap profile may take time to get used to, no adjustable fit, and if you want to further customize this keyboard, finding a compatible keycaps might be hard. Overall, with all the pros and cons stated above, it's up to you if you really want to try this keyboard. What do you think about this keyboard? Let me know in the comment section if you would buy this keyboard and use it for gaming or either for your work. Again, special thanks to Epomaker for sending their SK71 hot swappable mechanical gaming keyboard. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And as always, happy gaming!